Today we're swapping the rear shocks.
Alright guys, today we're doing a shock swap on the Raptor, and we're going to focus on the rear shocks. We're going to cover how to remove them, how to install them, and tips to make the installation easier for you guys. Now why are we doing this? Well, Ford recommends you rebuild your shocks every 50,000 miles. So whether you're going to take them off, send them to be rebuilt, you're going to do takeoff shocks like we are, or you're going to do Kings or factory series shocks, then this video is for you, right? You'll be able to save yourself a lot of money by doing all the work yourself, and you'll be surprised how really easy this is. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, let's go over the tools you're going to need for this install. First of all, you're going to need an impact, 15mm socket, 18mm wrench, torque wrench, small pry bar, a bottle jack, cool trick with this one, and a Pro Eagle jack. Well, no, it doesn't have to be Pro Eagle, but a jack. And last but not least, you're going to need an extra pair of hands. Ready, bud? Mm-hmm. All right, let's go do this. Okay, first thing we want to do is raise the truck. Next, remove the lower shock bolts.
Release the bolt. You want to take some of the weight off of it. Pull the bolt. And just let the shock drop.
Next, we want to remove the top bolt. So you get an extra pair of hands when removing the top bolt on the passenger side. There's a brake line right there that you do not want to damage, and you're going to have to pull the shock up and around the tire a little bit. Super easy, right? All right, let's go ahead and move on to installing the shocks back on. Okay, to reinstall a shock, make sure you have a second pair of hands to help you feed the shock from the bottom. You don't want to fully tighten this bolt. We just want to kind of get it in there loose and enough to hold the shock into place while we do the bottom.
So as you can see, there's quite a bit of difference between getting this up here to the top.
So here's a trick to install the shocks a little bit easier. You don't have to pre-tension that shock, push it down and put a strap on it. You can actually use a bottle jack to separate the frame from the axle and get that shock exactly where you need it to be. With a bottle jack, you can even get it very precisely to the point that it makes the bolt installation really easy. Now, if you don't have access to a bottle jack, you could use a scissor jack that comes with the truck, but it's going to take a little bit longer and it's a little bit more effort to do. It's also not as easy to fine-tune that adjustment. Next, go ahead and hand tighten the nut and then torque the bolt down. And then lastly, you want to go back up and torque the top bolt. Alright guys, so as you can see, it's a super easy install, especially when you have help, like these two goofballs right here. I recruited my boys to help me out whether they like it or not. I like them to start early so that they know how to work on their own vehicles when they grow up. So let me know if you guys have any questions, put them in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. See you guys on the next one.
Say check out my YouTube channel, like all sexy.
Today we're shopping the
We're shopping.
Takeoff shops like we are, or if you're a rich fuck, and gonna do Kings or factory series shock.
Today we're swapping the rear shocks.
Shucks.